on too, so I can see the chat. On too, so I can see the chat. All right, hello, everyone. This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host, and I have a guest speaker on today. We're going to talk about clearing the clutter for our new mindset, and I have Rakhi Jhaa here with me today, so we can be talking about this. And she's here in the background, and we're going to bring her on in. I'm really new to using Zoom and bringing it into YouTube, so just bear with us. That's why we're a little late, a little tardy, but you know, I always believe everything is divinely guided and is in divine timing. So we are here to figure out how to clear the clutter within our mindset. So the emotional clutter, it's the emotional clutter, so we can make sound decisions. So we can take those negative thoughts and flip them around to a better one. So those thoughts are not in our way as we're making decisions throughout our day. But for the moment right now, I want to introduce you to Rakhi Jhaa. She's an author. She's a coach and something else, but I'm going to let her introduce herself to you.
Hello, Cynthia. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. So first of all, thank you so much for inviting me here. And kudos to your TV show. It's doing wonders. And I always wanted to come to your show because the way you take it forward as a host. And yeah, it's a pleasure to be here.
Hello, Andrew. We got people coming in on the chat right now. Ooh, divine timing. That's right. We got divine going on our side. And let everyone know where you're from too. You know, we all want to know. I have a lot of people over in the international side that follows my channel. So
yeah. So hello everyone. My name is Rakhi and I'm from India and currently living in Lucknow. And by profession, I'm a coach, author, and an educator and a wealth creator. And I believe in life looks one way and then something happens and the whole world changes. So in short, I'm an insight coach and I love to give people insights. So in this call, you will observe that number of insights I will definitely give to know that how your life changes just by a little instinct. Yeah.
So the reason why I called Rakhi into the channel, we actually have been part of Arfeen Khan's group a couple years ago, and we kind of got to know each other and we hit it off. And I brought her in because I was actually going through this emotional clutter that came into my mind because someone came in and did an offering for me for something that seemed like a really good deal. But then I got emotionally distracted or disturbed with it only because it would take time and energy away from what I'm investing my time and energy into at this present moment. And I was really, you know, I'm like really hesitant to making a forward movement, even though it's something part of what they are presenting as part of something I want to do. But what they're presenting to me is a whole picture meant that I would have to really drop the ball in what it is that I'm actually doing on my channel, because I would have to invest more of my time into promoting their product over my product. And that's where the emotional standpoint came in. And so I actually called Rakhi to ask her to come on live onto the show so we can talk about the emotional part of that going on that actually interferes with our movement and moving forward. So
I do agree with you, Cynthia, that inner conflicts goes on an everyday basis. For example, it could be like you decided to wake up at 5 o'clock, but all of a sudden you woke up at 7 o'clock and you were like, oh shit, I couldn't wake up. So every single day, every single moment you go through these inner critics, you go through inner fire that should I do, should I not? What should I do? What should I not? Especially in finding a partner, that's the biggest people inflict the internal conflict people go through. Should I say yes? Should I say no? Should I go with? Should I not? So it's a common routine. It's every day you go through these sort of challenges.
So it was amazing with me because I mean, I deal with my emotional self on a regular basis, but when this opportunity came, and it has something to do with TEDx, and I want to speak on TEDx stage, right? And so that's why the opportunity looked good. The only thing is I know how much time and energy that I have to invest into the things I'm already doing, and I sure in the heck don't want to be scattered in either area. So, but what I did notice in that is my emotions were getting in the middle of the decision. It's like, which way to go, you know. I know if I go into another direction that I'm going to drop the ball in what I've already created. And right now I have over 10,000 followers. In fact, I got 11,000 followers. Why would I want to drop the ball now, you know?
Absolutely. And kudos to you for having such a good subscribers.
Thank you.
Everybody who is watching here, do like, share, and subscribe, because you are going to get amazing content on this channel. Okay.
Yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's make this happen. Let's make the channel grow. Let's allow ourselves to grow as we're moving forward in our lives. So I kind of did a little bit of research about it. Is like, you know, like, what are those thoughts? You know, to me, it was the thought was feeling of overwhelmed, and that thought of being overwhelmed actually takes my breath away, takes my strength away, because I'm putting too much on my platter. What do you think about that? You know, what do you think? How does a feeling of overwhelming affects us in our daily life? When we
Absolutely. I would like to share this incident with the help of a story. For example, as I mentioned that while picking a partner, and for 90% ladies, especially me, I would say we go through a number of ups and downs. Should I say, should I not? And it's not like we don't want, we do want. And initially when we see some good, charming, settled, mentally fit kind of guy, so we do get attracted and we feel like this is the whole world. And after 2-3 days, some inner conflict goes through, the feeling like, am I right? Should I go? Will I feel trapped, or will I be happy, or will we be able to survive in the longer run, or will the decision will work? So many inner feelings, in fact our own thoughts run in our mind that what should I do? Because of those internal chatting, or I can say the negative piano we run like this, kabhi khushi kabhi gum, kabhi khushi kabhi gum. So because of that, we want to express ourselves internally with lots of energy and all, but because the internally that sad music runs, so because of that, what we want to do, we are not able to do. And instead of saying yes, we end up saying no. We end up saying that okay, it's okay that we can be part of ways and live our life the way we want to. So these feelings, in fact, with the negative music, often runs in people's mind. This is what I have observed.
So when we have that inner conflict going on, it actually does affect our direction. It does affect our movement and moving forward. So it's really important for us to grab a hold of that, because that inner conflict is telling us things like, you know, like if I drop the ball with what I'm growing right now, I would be dropping the ball with my audience, you know. That's what I would be dropping the ball on, not just with me, but with them too. And, you know, and so then all of a sudden I would have this feeling of unappreciation. I mean, or they wouldn't be appreciating what I did. It's, hey, I reeled you in and then I dropped the ball, you know. And when we get too much on the platter, you know, to me, it would have been like, I have to do everything, or I have to be more, or it's almost like, we're trying to be better. You can't be better by doing more. We have to be balanced. We have to be more and aligned with our emotional self. And I really believe it's important for us to have a coach. That's kind of like what both of us have had, a coach to be able to get to where we're at within our lives, to be able to keep a solid direction at moving forward.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Cynthia. I mean, when we go to school, that time we have teachers, we have people from whom we can ask our queries that I'm having such a kind of problem in different subjects. So we have some guiding force, and same with when we go to college, we have mentor. But right from completing our education system and then come jumping in the real world, that time we are just hopeless. We don't even get to know what we are doing, where we are heading, or whom we are meeting. So these kind of conflict too does run away. And after that, since we don't have any support system in the form of a mentor who can guide us or who has been through those situations, and they can tell us that where you are going wrong. So because of having no mentor, I'm not talking about parents, everybody has parents, but parents will always try to protect you. They will always try to give you advices, they will always try to give you suggestions. But a true mentor is someone who is not giving you any sort of advices, who is not giving you any sort of suggestions. Rather, they are keep on asking you questions that what you want uh, from yourself. So if your clarity, if you are having a good clarity that what you truly want, you will be on a right platform, in the on the right road, and you will be able to decide that which way I should go, whether I should go left or whether I should go right. So that is the importance of having a mentor. And we are blessed that I and Cynthia are having a mentor. And earlier we know that how our life was without a mentor and how it is now.
Well, because the mentor gives us structure, it keeps us on track, it keeps us going in the direction that we want. And without that mentor, it's easy for us to sway off. It's easy for us to go down the wrong path. And then we have to make a U-turn to come back. And so we're depleting our energy. But when we actually hire a coach to mentor us through our life journey, through, to me, what I mentor is through the emotional self. That's why I wanted to come on to the show, is because I was being challenged with my own emotional self, because there's like this really good thing on this platter saying, here, Miss Gypsy, here, take this. And I'm going, woo, I don't know. I know it looks like good. It looks like a shiny platter. And I know that you guys have built things up to be a shiny platter, but I see how much work that's going to take and how much energy it's going to take from my life. And that's, then it wasn't worth the trade-off to me, is to deplete myself from it. So the problem is our mind constantly. This is why it's important for us to have a coach, or hire a coach, to bring a coach aboard into your life, especially when you've got a direction that you want to go, is because our brain really likes those negative thoughts. It likes to hang on to those negative thoughts, right?
Absolutely, Cynthia. And other thing is, since till the time we have completed our education and all, so far nobody has taught us who we are. I mean, when we ask other people who you are, they probably define themselves with the help of label. Here I'm working. I'm so and so, someone's relationship or something in that way they will describe. But they truly who they are, they have no idea. So because of they are not, they are unaware of their own originality, they are unaware of their own identity, the self identity which they can label themselves without having, because till the time you are with your family, you can label, but right from the situation you are away, you cannot define yourself that I'm so and so. Same with people who are working in an institution. So till the time you are working there, you are employee of there. But once your profession is over, now you are just a dead body, or you are like just a solo body. So in that way, first thing we have to be very clear the who we are and what are your characteristics of your own identity, that you can ask question from yourself that who am I in particular situation? Do I really want to go with it? Do I don't want to go with it? So understanding your own true self is the first thing I think I feel like is quite a bit of challenge, and then mindset. What we do, how do we decide, and so many things comes up.
Yeah, well, I do believe that, like our moms and dads, and just not, it wasn't intentional, but when they raised us, I mean, if somebody asked me before I actually had any coaching or mentoring done, I would have downplayed myself. I would have not put myself on the platter. This is who I am and this is what I know how to do. I would have pulled myself down to a level that somebody else might have expected me to be, which is not on a higher vibration. It's actually at a lower vibration, where it's, really taking my breath away, not allowing me to live in in my higher vibration. And I truly didn't step into my higher vibration until I actually hired a coach to actually step into this position, as this is who I am and this is who I'm going to be. And the more I'm in the position of claiming the person I am, it's easier for myself to stand into that higher vibration. But again, I would never, ever, I do not believe I could have done it alone, only because it's not my fault. It's not anybody's fault. Is we have been led to I would say, hold back to please other people. But right now, I believe it's not about holding it back. It's truly about, standing tall and allowing yourself to be operating from this higher vibrational way. That's joy, laughter, play, passion, desire. Be operating from our true selves and not holding ourselves back because somebody else wants to keep us submissive. Pause for you.
Okay. No, I do agree that there are a number of problems that people go through. And for example, in my family, I can say that my sister-in-law is not feeling well. Okay, and I didn't know about it that she's not feeling well. Her own mother came here, and then I got to know that she's not feeling well. So there's a lot of communication gap also. Like, what sort of ego people are having that you cannot even tell the people surround in your environment that whether I'm feeling good or whether I'm not feeling good. So these kind of conflicts, one has to put off either the ego, one has to put off the highest spirit, that why should I tell, or I mean, what is the reason nobody is going to help me? So those kind of the negative thoughts that run in our mind stop us from taking a positive action and stop us seeing the beautiful world the universe has created around us.
And that negative mind that creates those actions actually creates illnesses and sicknesses. I mean, I believe our mindset has to do with a high percentage, I mean, up into the 90% and more of our illnesses that are going on in this world. If we were truly operating in this higher vibrational way, this person of, a passion and desire and being that person that you truly are without fear, without any doubt, eliminating the doubt, eliminating the fear and operating from your passionate self, that sickness, all those sicknesses that are there would go away. I only can say this because I personally was sick with fibromyalgia for 15 years, and I was the one that got myself well. No doctor, not a single doctor was able to get me well. They were able to give me pills and here, take this and take that. I got myself off of every single medicine that the doctors ever gave me. I'm the one that created my own wellness. Why? How? Is through my own mindset, as I did not settle for that story that I wasn't good enough or I couldn't complete something. I wasn't a good mom. I wasn't a good wife. I wasn't a good housekeeper. I wasn't a good, I changed the whole story around. Even when somebody says, can't you hurry up? I'm going, no, I'm working. I'm making sure that I have everything to be able to make that next movement forward. So chill down, but that's where I was able to stand in my power. Once I realized the illness was because I wasn't standing into my true power, then I was able to claim my own health and wellness back.
Absolutely, Cynthia, and as your book is all about flip your story all around. So, yeah, number of like stories we go through, and those stories are not something new that take us towards that destination. Rather, those stories run that drag us from the situation, that drag us from the people, that drag us from the positivity, that drag us from the direction or the next movement that we truly want. And those stories are something that it's not sometimes a big things you have holded in your mind, but very small things. So for example, I wanted that Cynthia, can you call me? And that time you was busy and you did not call. And I may create a story in my mind. Oh, Cynthia doesn't want to talk to me, and she has become a good superstar, and that she is ignoring me. So these stories run in our mind, and other person might not be aware of. So you have to be very clear that what sort of story you are consuming in yourself. And if you really want to get rid of this right away, take action and tell them, this is what I'm thinking. Do you really think that my thoughts are true? So let's clarify within that moment, because after 4, 5, 6 years, those story will stay in your head. And when the next time Cynthia will call me in future, I will think, oh, that time you was busy and now you are calling me because now you are free. So in that way, stories are own creation and other person are not at all aware of. So pointing or blaming someone is going to be our fault, not somebody else's fault.
Yeah, I mean, we do love to point our fingers at somebody else for this is the way I feel this way, you know. But we actually grab a hold of our emotional self, is like the reason why I didn't contact you is I was in the middle of growing and expanding myself, was to be able to get myself into this bigger spot. But once I got to that place that I felt grounded enough, then I got in touch with her. And so all those thoughts that may have been in between there would have been false beliefs, you know, because at any time they would have been, she would have been, or anyone would have been welcome to intervene and say, hey, what's going on here? Or, hey, I need your help here. Or can't, you know, but we have these mindsets that truly take us down into this lower vibrational mindset, because we connected a while ago, and then I just dropped the ball to run, to create, and to go through my own emotional life story too. I mean, I've been I have been creating my channel, but what many don't know is I became homeless in the middle of the creation of my channel. And me coming homeless in the middle of my creation of my channel, I did not miss a show. I still didn't miss a show. I was challenged to the max by the universe last year. You sure, Miss Gypsy? You sure, Cynthia, you want to do this? And I was going, you know, this is what I need to be doing. I need to be out here for the collective. So I personally was pushing through my emotional self, not allowing my life situation to take me under. And I was challenged to the max to allow my emotional self to be uplifted, to continue on being here.
Absolutely, Cynthia. And as you clearly, as you rightly said, that when your intention is clear, when your direction is clear, when you're very much clear in your mind, even universe will guide you in a positive way. For example, there are number of challenges. Life is all about challenges. So challenges will come up. There's no guarantee you can skip. But rather, what you can do is you can get good at it. Challenges are coming, so you just say that, oh, welcome challenges. I'm ready to to beat you either as a warrior or as a victim, but I know in deep in my mind that what I truly want. For example, in your case, like coming live, it's something that make you feel like a heaven. I am doing this because I know what is the importance of it. And even though when you don't want to do this, even though when sometimes you feel ill or some different possibilities come, that time even universe will tell you, the are you missing something? I mean, don't you think that it is this is something what you truly want? So when you know that what you truly want, even universe will make full effort and will give superpower energy to help you to go on the journey.
When we find our passion, when we find our desire, it's really hard for fear and insecurity and less than and not good enough to really come and rule it out. Because when you found your passion, you found your desire, you truly know what that means. I'm just going to kind of read in a little bit. I had quite a few some people come into the chat. They're talking about fear is false expectations and appearing to be real, and divine universe is our background. And then false evidence appearing real. And then it's always in like whatever's happening truly is always a mirror of ourselves. And yeah, she's not homeless. She's living in a nice $1 million complex. Yeah, I kind of am. I'm not homeless anymore. I am living in a multi-million-dollar complex. That's true. I'm not paying the multi-million-dollar price. I'm just bunk in a room with someone, and it's more beautiful than you can ever imagine, because I didn't settle when the universe, threw me under. You know what the universe did? I mean, you should see some of my videos over there on Instagram. Is I had all of my stuff packed up in the back of the truck, sky high. It looked like a gypsy, going over, taking it all to my brother's house, and it was like, to me, it was devastating, but yeah, I didn't settle, I just kept going forward. And I did it all by myself. And that's what my divine timing in the chat is saying. So, there's been a few people.
I do
And
agree, Cynthia. I mean, here number of people are watching, and thank you so much for commenting on chat box. And we would love to hear your questions that are running in your mind. But what I have observed, Cynthia, is like we, even though we know that these are the challenges, we know about fear, we know about anxiety, we are so much aware of, but still when we are in such sort of situation, we are unable to handle it. So problem is not the how much knowledge we have, problem is not how much information we have, because the if you go on social media, everything is available on social media, but in reality the challenge is the action. Are you able to take action in the moment? So even I'm asking from the visitors or all those who have typed on the chat comment box. My question from you is: are you able to take action in the moment when the real time comes, whether you are feeling as a victor or as a victim or as a warrior? That time, how are you able to tackle your fear or consequences? That I want to know. As if somebody is on door, just 1 minute, I come back. Okay, you continue.
well, hold on just a moment. She had to go for a moment. I do have a couple of things that I kind of was trying to see, when we get into that lower vibrational frequency, or when we allow the clutter to come into our mind, it's really important for us to identify it, to identify it, what that negative feeling in that comes into your to your frequency, into your vibration. What is it that comes into the most? It's so important for us to identify it. It's like, this one is coming into my vibrational frequency the most. Once we identify it, then we can highlight. I want you guys to highlight, this is the emotion that comes into my frequency the most, that interferes my direction, that's interfering with myself going into my passionate direction, my desired direction. Let's highlight it so we can really take notice to how many times that lower vibration is coming into our vibration. So we can practice noticing that thought every time it crosses your mind. So if we can practice noticing, just taking awareness to every time that one negative thought, that one is going to repeat itself many times, but take notice to how many times that thought comes in our mind. Once we are able to identify it, highlight it, notice it, just notice it instead of getting into it, notice it, then we can drop the thought, just drop the thought altogether by flipping your story around to a better story. It's important to flip the emotional story around to a better story so we can truly take the clutter out, taking the clutter out of the mindset, out of the body, out of the DNA, out of the action and the passion. And then it's important for us to repeat it. That's kind of like a 5-step process. The first step is to identify the frequency of that negative thought that comes in. The second one is to highlight how many times that thought comes in to affect you on a negative emotional level. Third is practice noticing every time it crosses your mind, like, yeah, it's crossed my mind 20,000 times already today, and then to learn how to truly flip the story around, to highlight it, to give it a better vibrational feeling, flip the emotional story around, give it a better story that we can, when that thought comes in, you're going, oh no, I replaced it with this thought, and this thought allows me to feel more vibrant, more whole, more complete, and it gives me momentum, it gives me more power, and then repeat. That's the 5-step process to do. And also, by the way, while you're gone, someone else also said this is still the coolest video ever. So
Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely, Cynthia, and you have put lots of effort to provide good content and good this ideas that this is real. These challenges really real, but how to tackle with these even small challenges? That's the biggest real challenge comes in our life. So, like as you mentioned, that identifying your fear, then other steps that you had mentioned. So, I mean, these are the mentions you have through your system. Are you talking about, or you just still have told them how you can get rid of those fear? But that time I was away.
While you were away, I had like a 5-step process that I was just talking about. One
Is it a part of your mastermind? I mean, these processes, is it a part?
It is, yeah, part of the
Yes.
mastermind. The mastermind is about coming together, flipping our story around to better. And which I have 6 spots open, you know, 6
Yes,
spots
like
open.
absolutely. So when you go through online, you will find that their number of steps are there. But what truly works with the help of a mentor, and what truly is a powerful tool that that person has already using on herself. And I have seen Cynthia's own journey, that how she was in the initially and how she is now. There's a lot of confidence she has been. I mean, I can say that she grown up with confidence, but na focus and clarity, and these are the certain things that has made Cynthia more beautiful even at such a young age. So here what I mean is, if you be part of Cynthia's community, if you're part of your Cynthia's mastermind, then the true energy, like here people say that divine energy is, so divine energy has brought a beautiful energy to you. So don't miss the chance to connect with her and just have a conversation and what's running in your mind, because everybody wants to be energetic. But if you ask me that do you want to be energetic, I said yes, I want to be energetic. Even I follow Cynthia and I just see my young age at 60, 70 or 80s, that how will I look like, what I'm going to do. And yesterday I was just having a chit chat with Cynthia, and I figured out that, oh my god, this young age she has so much of talent, and what the hell I am doing when I'll be there. Oh my god, how what an incredible human being I'm gonna to be, with lots of skill, lots of knowledge and idea. So what are you looking up to when you watch videos, or when you go and look for the people? So this is what the plus point of Cynthia is. So feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and also book a call with her and know that where how you can flip your story and turn around.
Right, and for the people that don't know what a mastermind is where we come on live here on the Zoom call, and we come on live all together. You know, I'm like the lead, I'm the coach, and we all come in, and we will come in and we will identify our emotional issues that are holding us back, and we're going to move through them, and scoot through them. And for a mastermind, it's really important to join for at least 90 days, because it takes that much time to really get ourselves engaged, to put that foot onto the gas pedal to keep us going. Go zoom, 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 so you can go zoom, zoom, zoom in your life, right? And I do have something else that's being written in the chat. It says, I can identify, say, when we are at the lowest point in our lives, we are actually the strongest, and we don't realize it at that time. That's true. It's just that we have to really, that's why I'm telling you guys to take note when it's happening, because that is when we're strongest, to flip our emotional story around to better. So it's definitely about clearing the mind clutter that's going on in our story at that time.
Absolutely, Cynthia. And here I want to add that it depends on person to person. Not everybody feels stronger when they go in their deep and in the low frame. For example, you lost your father at this such young age, and your whole life is there. Your education, your staying, your if you're living on rent, where will you go? So the number of consequences comes in your mind, that how will I proceed? How will I proceed? Some people who are mentally fit at that time, they feel like, okay, I can go ahead. And some people, they are just worry. How will I, what should I do? Whom do I approach? Who is going to guide me? So the potential they truly have to express in the environment, that somewhere goes down, and the fear of potential that spoils, that takes back their energy, that's taken over in real life, and the way where they can be, instead of there they are where they cannot be. So it
Right.
depends on person to person.
They actually will start operating from this higher vibrational frequency. You know, they'll start having confidence in the person that they are. They'll start having confidence even when that lower vibrational feeling comes in. They'll go, oh yeah, okay, I know that lower vibrational feeling. Let's say it's sadness. We don't have to stay in that sad emotional feeling. Once we can realize that our emotions do not have to run the show, the emotions are part of who we are as a human being. It's part of our DNA. But if we can take note that emotion is trying to let us know that something is out of alignment, something is out of balance. And if we can catch that, the sooner we catch it and flip our emotional story that we got going on in the background around to a better story, the quicker we can get to move forward. I know that there's some stories that I would keep going in my background for years. And then once I realized what that story was, it became where it didn't affect me for years. It became months, and then it got down to weeks. And today it's down to in 15 minutes in a day. I mean, sometimes it's like maybe 2 or 3 days, but normally it is not longer than a 3 day time span that a lower emotional feeling will take my breath away and keep me from running forward in my emotion, in my passionate direction. So that's why it's important for us to be connecting with like-minded people, or someone that can actually lead you and guide you to pull your energy up, so we can actually rewrite our script from that one that we've been trained that we need to be passive. No, we need to be operating from our desired self, from our passionate self, not passive, but passionate. No voice.
Absolutely, Cynthia. Like it's a common thing. Like some and current challenges are very, very predominant. Is your this breakup, divorce, someone's loss, some loved ones' losses. I can say even in COVID, number of people have lost their own soulmates and their two partners and all. Then loss of job. Currently, these are very, very at a high rate. Company just giving you a love letter in the morning and on your mail that, oh, sorry, you cannot come, and you're like, oh, the whole shit has come. Then what should I do now? And I was not prepared. My kids' fees are there, house rent is there, bills are there, loan, the heavy loan which I have taken for my house, for my car, and everything. So these are the things that's really, really challenging. Things come on the spot which you are not at all aware of. But internally, how much time you take to get over it, how much time you take to find the solution, because what has happened. Even if you will cry and you will say, the boss, please give me the job, he is not going to, because he has already decided. But what you can decide is the number of job, but what you are good at, that you need to figure. So how much time you take, that really, really matters. Some people take years, some people takes 5 years, 6 years. Like for example, in case of breakup, if your the best day hot soulmate is you got broke up after 8 or 9 years, and then you take another 9 years to come in the form, or even you say that no, I'm not at all interested, for the lifelong you can stay single. So how much time you take to get your power back, how much time you take to come in the another energy that really deserve to attract the good kind of person, or the good kind of job, or the good kind of environment. That truly depends on how long you are staying there, how you are flipping your own story.
Well, it's like when you don't get the job, to me, I look at it, well, that's not the place I was supposed to work then, and I move on. I mean, just that's the simple flip of the story. Instead of getting into the loss that you didn't get the job, I go right into, divine is protecting me, divine is guiding me, making sure that I get the right job that's divinely fit for me, divinely made for me. So I'm not staying in that lower vibrational story. And Rakhi, she also has her own mastermind too, that she so it's not just myself. We are both are mastermind creators. We both have a space for you guys to come in. So make sure you guys are reaching out, because it is really important for us to be hanging out with the right type of people to be able to move ourselves forward from that lower vibrational frequency up into this higher one, so we can truly claim our lives back. For me, the reason why I want people to come into my coaching program is because I will make sure that you will have a happier and more excited life, that for you to be living and growing in, and not from that one of despair.
Absolutely. And I think because of these emotional feeling only, I decided that when I go out and meet with people after 30s or 40s, I see that there's a monotonous in life, and there's a no excitement. Everybody is just there, have set of rules that this I have to do, this I have to do, this I have to do, and they don't laugh even. I mean, I'm like, I mean, what tax are you paying for laughing? I mean, this is your own asset. You can laugh, but they don't have any reason to laugh. I mean, even if they are in the home, someone is in one row, someone is in the other row, someone is just doing their work, but there's no unity so far I have seen. So this is how you can turn your monotonous life into a drive, into a passionate, into a doing something that excites you, that motivates you, that inspires you, how you can flip your story from crafting to excitement, from monotonous to drive. That is the something that excites me. And from there, I decided that this, if I conduct these kind of mastermind for people who really wants to accelerate in their life, who really have something to do, or they who have some dreams to create the life full of magic, then this mastermind is definitely for you.
So it's your guys' choice. It's your guys' choice. Do you want to keep living like a robot? Do you want to keep living like you're just walking around and you're just doing because everybody else told you to be living your life this way? Do you want to just keep doing your life because somebody told you you're supposed to be a mother that way, you're supposed to be a father that way, you're supposed to do a career that way? Do you just want to keep doing it the way that everybody else told you, where you're not happy? No, it is truly time to flip your emotional story around. Get yourself together with some higher vibrational frequency. Get yourself with some masterminds that can actually help you move out of that energy that, no, we do not have to do it the way that we've been trained and programmed. We do not have to operate like a robot. We get to operate from our passionate self, that finding that what it is, that you can find your joy, that peace, that harmony, that laughter, and the play with you in your day. I tell you, laughter and play, it brings the excitement into your life. Let's get into our happy mode. Let's get out of that depressed mode. Let's get out of that lack then mode. Let's get out of being operated like a robot, and let's claim our lives and be truly living our lives. Claim our lives back today. You guys hire yourself either a coach, so you're doing one-on-one calls with him, or get into a mastermind. What's nice about the mastermind is you got a group of people, and we all are coming in with all of our own little energy vampire stories, and we can share those stories, and we uplift each other. So instead of, like, say I have room for 6 people, that would be 6 people coming in. First, they'll come in with their lower vibrational stories, but they all have a mind that we're changing the mindset around to find that higher vibrational story. So now what we have is 6 more positive impacts to move us forward. So, you guys need to do this. You need to go ahead and either contact Rakhi for her mastermind course, or for myself, my mastermind course. And ways to contact. I mean, if you even put a message down here in the YouTube channel, I will send whatever it is that needs to be sent to Rakhi or to myself, and at least DM me so we can connect and talk and see if you guys are a perfect fit for this mastermind as we're moving forward.
Absolutely, Cynthia. I mean, mastermind is not for everyone. First thing is first, okay? It is only for the people who truly driven to make their life passionate, who truly driven, who wants to have something, they truly want to have it, no matter what, no matter how much challenges they're getting, they just want to get it done at anyhow. So that is, and it is a group of people who are like-minded. Like-minded, why we say? Because these are the kind of people who will have majority of life bad experience, but still 1% of them will decide, will want that I want to make it special, I want to make it lively, I want to make it enjoyable, funny. And that 1% of feeling, we are looking for those in people who truly wants that sort of feeling, to give a name, to give an identity, to give meaning to it. So this is for not for everyone, but only for 6 people. Okay. And that also we will just like when you go for a job interview, there's a job, but only for 2 people, and not for everyone. For 2 job vacancy, 2,000 people apply, because there is some screening goes on whether you they truly want to be here, whether I see that there's a disability in you, that you deserve to be in a mastermind. That will be screened by the communication. So for that, you just have to DM, and the link will be shared by the Cynthia on the description box. And don't make your tomorrow your today.
That's
Make
right.
your tomorrow the more incredible, that when you look back, you see that, oh my God, my tomorrow is so beautiful, and today is just awesome.
So, and again, it is, it isn't not for everybody. It is for those people that are serious. They're serious. They are sick and tired of living in that lower vibrational story, and they're really, truly looking for something better. And they're looking for someone to lead them, to guide them, to coach them, so they can actually they can take off that old outfit, and they could put on this brand new one. Not that outfit that somebody else told you to wear. You're putting on your outfit, the one that you feel comfortable in. You don't care what anybody else thinks about what you're you're doing because you care what you think. So it is a mind changing. It's stepping up the game within your life. You're choosing to live in a higher vibrational story, and you're choosing to hang out with people that are going in that direction, and you're being serious about it, because if you're not serious about it, the program won't work for you.
Absolutely. Your responsibility is yours. You have to, here, in fact, we teach you to take charge of your life with solo decisions. Whether whatever shit I'm doing in my life, who is responsible for that? Am I responsible or the environment is responsible? Here, we will teach you how you can be self-responsible and self-decision maker and self-action taker, so that you see how beautiful life is.
All right, so I want to thank you, Rakhi, very much for coming on to the show. I meant to help us shift and move through our lower vibrations to truly know that, be aware of them when they come in, and to take note of them, and to see how many times it comes in that it's trying to really take you under, so we can highlight it too. So, this is the emotion, this is the story that needs to be flipped around to a higher vibrational story. We need to flip it around so it's working for us and not against us. So I do want to thank you. Please give me your information.
Yes.
So you can I will put it down into the description box. So if you guys are interested in getting into any mastermind courses, whether it's from mine or hers, or maybe we'll do one together. I mean, I can see that happening too. And I know she can see it happening too, because we both kind of took the same course, and, we're here to push you guys forward. So I want to thank you all for showing up and being here. And
thank you so much.
Add?
Yes, thank you so much, Cynthia, for inviting me here. And I do feel that there's a lots of changes. I mean, earlier, the way I used to speak and the way I am speaking today, I feel like, oh my God, how far I have gone. That just because of the company we are into, just because of our own, firstly, see, company will be there, protection will be there, support system will be there. But it's all about you. How much are you ready to take into? How much are you ready to take an action? People will tell you, will give you all kind of information. People will give you all kind of things that has worked on them. But how much are you serious to implement on it? So how much are you serious to work on yourself, that you truly want to see the person who you truly want to be? So all the efforts is going to be yours. You have to be self-responsible for everything. Others are just going to be a support system. And you will just see in 3 months or 6 months that you are not someone who you was before. And I really invite you to join our community, and you will see that how you are where you are living ahead, whether you are living a dispassionate life or a passionate life, whether you are living in a victim life or a warrior life, whether you are heading towards a monotonous life or you are going to do a sexy life.
In 3 months, your story will be flipped around to a better story, that you'll be addicted to this new way of living, this new life. You're going, oh yeah, I can feel the passion in me. I can feel the desire in me. Ooh, I can feel the happiness in my life for a change, all of a sudden it's like, this is so great. This is so amazing. I'm so glad I took that mastermind course and I didn't sell myself short. I invested in me.
Absolutely. And that confidence, you can feel how Cynthia has said that I invested in me. That sort of feeling you have to come up, and with confidence. That time you don't need any makeup. You don't need to go to a parlor. You don't need to take care of whether your eyebrows are good, whether you have put on your lipstick or something like that. That confidence will speak everything about you, and that sort of person you need to become. So, well, thank you so much, Cynthia, for this. And I'm dropping here. And all those viewers, and thank you so much all the viewers for joining in and sharing your experience and also asking questions. Do stay tuned, and when Cynthia is coming live for the next week, so be there. You will get a lot of information, you will get a lot of ideas, and you will get a lot of insights, in fact, from the guest and as well as from the host. So until then, see you, tata, bye-bye, everyone.
Okay, bye-bye. Now, everyone, I do go live every Monday and Thursday nights for Your Hidden Love Story, helping us find that love within ourselves for 30 minutes. I do go live at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. please feel free to come on and join us over there in the meantime. But if you're really serious about your life, it's not just about watching a TV show or not watching just us talking about what it is. Not just, it is truly about investing into your life so you can truly claim your life story back, so you can truly be living in this higher vibrational story of being happy with who you are, being happy even wherever you are. You know, even though, again, I became homeless last year, I stayed happy. You know, I didn't allow my life situation to affect how I felt on an emotional level. I allowed myself to, you know, I kept pushing forward. I know what I'm here for. I know what I'm doing. I know that what I'm doing here on this TV program is to help uplift other people, and it uplifts me in the same process, and to go bigger. I understand that. And I didn't allow my life situation to take me under, because I found my passion. I found my desire, and I'm here to help you guys do the same thing. So until next time, you guys, I go live Monday and Thursdays, and I'm trying to get, so every Wednesday I'm bringing in a new guest so we can talk about different areas of our lives to actually help overcome anything that is in our way from us moving forward. I love you all. Bye-bye, butterflies. Till next time. Catch. Ooh, I love you.